It's week 3 of the 2022 season, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. There were plenty of highlights for him in last week's game, nearly 500 yards through the air. It's the Jaguars and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
Remember we were kids and they all said, hey, whatever you want to do, make your kid a left-handed pitcher, make him play baseball, they'll play forever. Forget that. I want a quarterback, all right? That's what I want to raise. In this era where you throw it around like crazy, you put up numbers like he did in his last game.
Last week, almost 500 yards. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And some room to run now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. The Jaguars at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season. It's Justin Herbert.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So time to see Jacksonville get on offense for the second time here in this game. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal. That way.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne taken down at the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that.
On play action, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
They think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive 7 plays in length. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass, and that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. How about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive, but I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man left side. It's a tight end, Manhertz. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the shotgun, Lawrence, throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They'll be gain of just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Third and 2, now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Manhertz from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Charles, a look now at the Jaguars' 2022 draft class. They were the 6th franchise to pick #1 overall in back-to-back drafts. And after getting the franchise face Trevor Lawrence a year ago, they're hoping that they found the face of their defense moving forward in Trayvon Walker.
I'm going to stick with defense and come back to Trayvon Walker because, remember, they had a Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, late in the 1st round. And in the 3rd round, another linebacker, Chad Muma. But let's face it, this draft will be remembered for them taking Trayvon Walker, and they're looking forward to him producing as a big-time pass rusher.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devin Lloyd in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that was coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
They finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Etienne up the middle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Another toe for Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. On second down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Jags grab it. And some taking it right down Broadway. And he brings this one back, a fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. Down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Carter, 77 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes, it's third down, you're trying to get off the field and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary and you give up a big one.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Throwing on second and long. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's a give to Etienne. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. The last run got 6. Now second and 4. Etienne once more. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on third and 1. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Screen play, here's Etienne. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive consumes So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. They go play action now. Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around. So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores. Well, field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust. Yeah. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Lawrence on the sneak, and they will tie. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. Lawrence on 3rd down. Jones has it, and he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard. So now they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Once more, ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. It's a game. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jags, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're going to see Travis Etienne. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Jags and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they enter play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little.
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. But first down, Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. To the sideline, and it's caught. He's out of bounds. And trying to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. His first catch for long in the first down.
Seems like a perpetual search for productive receivers for Philadelphia, but they think that Quez Watkins might be a keeper after his 2021. Earned a starting spot for much of the season and put up over 600 yards while averaging 15 per catch. They're giving the former sixth-rounder another opportunity and seeing if those numbers will keep growing.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jaguars. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do.
Here we go. Back.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get...
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Two fantastic games.
Been a nice showing here in the first half for this defense. Will that trend continue? Time to find out.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again.
And once again, this is Sanders.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by the incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down.
Hurts
to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for it. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight in... Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. I guess. This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the 2nd half. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll get this off to Etienne. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And the Jaguars are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars use the short field to get in for 6. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. From midfield now, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there.
First down, Jaguars.
A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half, ball in the red zone. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On third down, Lawrence. Touchdown! Chris Manhertz. An 11-yard touchdown. Now they're setting up here for the onside kick. They need this football. Now can the receiving team thwart that from happening? And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down. This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're going to see Travis Etienne. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Jaguars and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Let's see if the defense is up to a tough task. Ball inside the red zone. 3rd down and 1. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. We've got an offense on the move, a red zone alert as we take you back into it with a 1st and 10 down at about the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coach?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To heat up a little bit. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mills again. Touchdown, Texans!